But what is SME Aisle about? So that's the project name that we are not doing research work for Southern African markets or any development on that sense, but our goal is to help companies from Central Baltic area to have export actions in Southern African market. And we are using Namibia as a stable entry point, as you will hear a bit later why. And there's a lot of opportunities in Southern African markets, but you can't just go here and there, run around. So we have been selecting certain areas that are very interesting for the companies in this area, and on the other hand, there's the demand from the customers. So the title is stating shipbuilding, maritime and logistics, renewable energy, automation and ICT. So SME Aisle, first of all, what does it mean that we are having the Central Baltic area? So here as a map, you see a Central Baltic program area, and it means that it's certain states in Finland, Sweden, Åland, of course, and Estonia and Latvia. So the funding is coming from European Union Interreg Central Baltic program, so that's why we are concentrating on companies that are on this area, and especially to small and medium-sized enterprises. And we have been working a lot in the past with Namibia and also, for example, South Africa. So we have the knowledge that you can't just sell some product, but it has to be bigger concepts. So this is a product and service concept, especially for the coastal areas in Southern African Development Community. And just quickly, these are the partners. So I'm coming from Sakunta University of Applied Sciences. So we are the lead of this project, dealing with the management work. Then we have Bridgetech, a business development company from Pori. Then from Latvia, we have two partners, Latvian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and Association of Mechanical Engineering and Metalworking Industries of Latvia. And then from Estonia, Tallinn University of Technology, Estonian Maritime Academy. And in addition, we have two associated partners, the Sakunta Chamber of Commerce and Swedish Wind Power Association. And just for your background information, that especially SAMC has been working a lot since 2012 with Namibia, with a common goal for business. So we were heavily involved and still are heavily involved with maritime education. So the projects Marinam and Maribia, an ongoing project called Maribilis that is heading for a double degree on marine engineers. Then we have done research work on urban development, NAM Urban, and then work with the logistics, so that's NAMHub. So these were Tekes Beam projects, and now we are on SME Aisle, heading for the market opportunities for the companies. Okay, so just there will be more information on this, but what are the next steps? So we will have this business trip in September and October. So, and there will be, for example, support for companies maximum 1,500 euros. Sami Leppimäki will have a presentation on this, and you can follow all the activities in social media and project webpage that is on the SAMC. But just very shortly, what is SADC? As we say, Southern Africa Development Community. So it's like European Union. Similar idea that there are 16 countries from Southern Africa, and it's a Namibia is here in the heart of this community, and and why this area is so interesting for the business is that there's the economic growth, And on the other hand, there's the urbanization. So there's a lot of people moving to the cities, which means that there's the need for different kind of solutions, for example, for clean water and energy. And this is quite huge market, 300 million inhabitants. And we want to be very realistic that we are not saying that we just have business for the companies in the whole Southern Africa development community, but starting through Namibia to target this market. And this just highlights the population, that there are different sizes of the countries, and Namibia again is here located at the coastline, so it's a small country, but actually the value for Namibia to the area is much higher, because it will be the logistic hub for the whole Southern African community, as there are many countries that are landlocked. So what are the business opportunities very shortly on this area? So there's a shipping industry, as I just mentioned, so the ports, especially the NAM port in Namibia, shipbuilding, retrofitting. It will be Namibia will be a logistic hub. Then all the clean tech solutions like renewable energy, fresh water. Then there's a huge development on ICT and automation. But we shouldn't forget also the need for education. So there always have to be the concept, so not just selling some infrastructure, but combining that to the welfare of the locals and educating the local people. And here are some more business areas. So for example, manufacturing. So there's a lot of natural resources in these countries. So for example, for Namibia, the main business are the minerals. So the mining industry is the main exporting business there. And then, for example, the oil and gas are very big in Angola. And then, of course, the need for food, so agriculture and processes related to that, and tourism as a whole. So tourism needs, in larger detail, quite many different services. So that was really shortly on my behalf. What is the project SME Aisle, and now we are heading more closely how Namibia is the gateway to Southern African markets. So Jeffrey Salahap, please.